Hello, Cancers. How are you? Welcome to your October 2017 reading. All right, we already got one card out. First card out is Five of Swords. Ooh, let me readjust that. Are we being petty? Or is there pettiness going on? Is there are you sort of, is there sort of like a false victory happening, right? With this Five of Swords, what this person is essentially doing is that, you know, they've kind of cheated these two people out of a fair fight. And then in doing that and in winning all of these right? All of these swords, he's like, he can't carry all this stuff. So it's a victory or a win that you sort of have cheated somebody else out of that really wasn't yours to win, because it's not, you don't have the ability or you don't have the capacity to like handle all of that. He can't pick up all these swords. You can't handle all that. So it's a victory that you've taken out of ego and out of wanting to be better, but you actually aren't better than the person that you were fighting, if that makes any sense. And this could be somebody else doing this to you where you feel like, you know, you had a better idea, or you are, you know, you're a harder worker than a coworker, but for some reason this person has managed to sort of cheat you out of what is rightfully yours, and that person can't even hang with it. That person, it's like whenever you watch somebody get a promotion at work. Well, I've never really worked in like a setting like that. But like when you hear about people who get promotions at work and then a coworker complains like, yeah, that person can't even handle it. And they're right. Like that person can't handle it. And like within a month, they're back to where they were at, or they're fired because they can't handle the responsibilities of this sort of false victory that they've gotten through, like not, you know, disintegrous. I don't know if that's actually a word. It sounds like a word to me, so I'm going to use it. Disintegrous means, right? Like lacking in integrity. So that's the first energy out. So that concerns me a little bit, but let's see what's going on. What else is going on for you all, Cancers? Also, Jupiter is going to be, you know, Jupiter, as we know, is moving into Scorpio. And so where that's at in your chart, is in your 5th house. So Jupiter is going to be moving into your 5th house, which is exciting. And I personally am excited for you all because Jupiter in my natal chart is in my 5th house. So, you know, and while I have Saturn in my 1st, when it comes to creativity, when it comes to dancing, when it comes to creating art, when it comes to expressing myself creatively, there's like an abundance of confidence that I have in that area of my life. So even though in my 1st house I have Saturn, which makes me sort of second guess and be cautious about asserting myself, when it comes to 5th house activity and creativity and art and performance, I'm all for it. Like I'm into it. It gives me, I have no qualms with doing it at all. I'm a good public speaker, all of that stuff. So I'm excited. But at the same time, I'm excited for you, but at the same time, Jupiter can kind of, wherever Jupiter is at in our natal chart, wherever it's transiting, we can kind of get a little bit overconfident or cocky, or think that we have greater abilities than we do have, right? And so that concerns me with this energy coming up, that there could be potentially an area where you feel, right, a 5th house area with Jupiter being in your house of self-expression, where you feel that you're actually might be like a little bit too overconfident in an area, right? Which, you know, for Cancer, like that's not really a big concern for me with Cancer in general. Like it might be with Sagittarius. And I'm a Sag rising, so I get that energy too, of feeling too confident sometimes when in reality, like you actually don't have what it takes to back it up. Those are tricky situations to be in. So just be mindful of that. But I do feel that, you know, this could be you, or it could just as easily be somebody else doing this around you, right? Lying, deceiving you. Trying to present themselves as being something more than they actually are, and then they can't handle it, right? They can't. Their mouth is writing checks, that their body, their fist, their whatever, like is writing checks. Their whatever can't. You get the saying, can't cash, right? So let's see what else is coming up for Cancer for October, 2017. Cancer, October 2017. I'm working on getting a better setup. I'm currently having to. So is this involving an earth sign? I'm currently having to move around from place to place. And I kind of like that. I enjoy it. It's kind of fun. I am a bit of a traveler. Sag rising traveler. I don't like to be in one place for too long. But I might have to be. As my Saturn return is kind of coming up, I might have to commit to being in one place for at least the next year. Okay. So this Earth sign, I feel like here you all are, is the King of Cups. And I feel like this Earth sign, whatever this Earth energy is sort of playing you like this. I feel like these two energies are very connected. And then it's hurting you, right? It's hurting you, but it's like this is being done in secret and you all know that it's being done. It's like, but nobody can really actually come out and talk about it. Like, no, like you all aren't looking at each other, right? But there is this awareness that like there's some sneaky shit. Like, you know, intuitively, there's some sneaky shit being done. And you're sort of suffering in silence about it. It's like, you know that this person is not trustworthy. Let's see what else is going on. A lot of Earth signs have been making their appearance in a lot of readings. Lots of Earth signs making appearances in a lot of readings. Sneaky Virgos. Is it a Virgo? Oh, there's a High Priestess. Things are being done in secret. This is being done in secret. It's not... Whoops, this is being done behind your back, and you know it. Because this, to me, the High Priestess is also a Cancer energy. This to me is a Cancer card as well. High Priestess, the Moon, the Chariot, all Cancer cards. Maybe a little bit of Pisces too. But Cancer, y'all know through your feelings. You all know what's up through your feelings. My Moon is in Cancer. And last week, I was at work, and I shared this briefly in the Aquarius video, but I'll go in detail, as not too much detail because you all want your reading. But, and this is what I mean by a Cancer just knows, right? And put somebody's Moon in Cancer, and they really know. Like, my Moon is in Cancer, and I know. Like, a friend of mine was kind of being weird with me at work, and was kind of intentionally, what I believed was, you know, I was being intentionally ignored or kind of given the cold shoulder. And I went up to her and I was like, hey, and I know it. Like, I just know. Like, I don't, like, even the second that I saw her face, I was like, there's problems here. I haven't even spoken to her yet, and I already know there's some bullshit that's about to go down between me. Like, something is not right. And I observed her speaking to everybody else, and I'm her friend. Like, I'm one of her closest friends at work. Speaks to everybody else except for me, and I go up to her and I'm like, hey, are we cool? Like, what's going on? And she's like, oh no, I'm fine. And even in her explanation, even through her lie of saying that we're okay, I knew we're not okay. And I even looked at her and I was like, okay, that's weird. And then lo and behold, 2 days later, she walks up to me after I've now taken space from her, and she's like, you were right, I was intentionally ignoring you. And I was like, don't ever try and pull one on me. My Moon is in Cancer. I know shit that you don't fucking know. I know shit that you're not going to understand or know. I just know. I even know things that you're doing that you're not even aware that you're doing, right? So this person may not even be aware that they're acting like this. That they're sort of trying to one-up you, or that they're sort of, you know, like, sometimes I feel like people sleep on Cancers, people sleep on water signs in general, and just think like, and I feel like a water sign a lot. I'm on the cusp of Pisces, so I understand this as well, right? But probably not as well as you all get it having your sun in Cancer, right? Like, having your sun in a water sign. But, like, people sometimes want to, like, try and take advantage of y'all. People want to take advantage of y'all. People think like, oh, it's a sensitive water sign, I can do whatever I want. Like, they're just going to be in this energy, or like, they're not going to do anything about it. They're passive. They're going to, you know, I mean, good luck. Like, you know, people always think, you know, oh, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, like, they're not going to say anything. I can just kind of do what I want. They're like this weak water sign. Do not sleep on water signs. Do not fuck with water signs. Don't do it. They're actually incredibly intuitive. And even if you think that you're doing something that they can't see or that you're getting away with, because this person thinks he's getting away with it, you're not. Because they see everything and they know everything, especially if you're a Cancer. Cancer, sun, moon, and rising. Don't sleep on it. Don't mess with him. Don't mess with her. Don't mess with them. Don't mess with this king sitting right here. They're a master. They've mastered their emotions. They were reincarnated as a Cancer because they've achieved emotional mastery in the past. And so now they get to go to the next level where they get to use their emotions to not only feel their own feelings, but to feel other people's feelings and to know things psychically. That's how it goes. That's how I feel like it goes. Think that I'm crazy, whatever. That's how I feel like it goes. You know? Because like water signs have mastered dealing with their own emotions, and now that they're back here in this lifetime to actually help other people navigate their own and to figure out all the shady shit that they do behind them, undercover behind their backs. So let's see what else is going on for Cancer so far. Let's see what else. What else is going on for the month of October for Cancer? Yep. Leave that person alone. Leave that person alone. Here you all are showing up again as the Magician. King of Cups and the Magician. You have a lot more power than you think you do. You have so much more power than you think you do. You're giving this person way too much power. Yes, they're a queen. They're definitely they're evolved in some way, but there's also some stuff that they're engaging in that's not. I mean, they've got the Five of Swords next to them. Number one, they think that they can hide it from you, right? They're engaging in behavior where they think that they can hide it from you. And then I also get the feeling that they're trying to sort of take something from you without you noticing. They're trying to steal your thunder. They're an earth sign. They're not a water sign. They're not equipped. Earth signs are good at other things, right? Each element, each sign has its strengths and its weaknesses. And I can do things that, a Libra can't, and a Libra can do things that a Scorpio can't. Like we all can do things. We all have powers that other signs don't have. And we all want powers that other signs do have, right? We all, we're like, oh, that Gemini can, go retrograde, like can literally go back in time 3 times a year, 3 weeks at a time, and like is absolutely can roll with it. I can't do that. I'm a fixed sign. I'd go crazy. I would go crazy if that was my energy, right? I'm a fixed person. But there's a lot of stability that comes with being fixed. But I feel like this earth sign really is envious of like whatever power, whatever your magic is, whatever your ability is. And I feel like that it has to do with psychic ability, your ability to read people's emotions, your intuition is incredibly powerful. And that creeps people. It can creep people out, and it can also make people incredibly envious in terms of wanting to like have that power for themselves. Because it's a power, right? It's a power that, if you're a water sign, if you have a strong water moon, you get it. Like, you are tuned in and tapped in. You are plugged into something that's bigger than all of this bullshit. And sometimes it can be a bit scary because you end up knowing things, right? You end up being it, and people don't like that. People want to kind of live like this. But if you want to live like this, don't go and hang out with a Scorpio or a Cancer or a Pisces or, any of those sun, moon, or rising. Don't do it, because you're going to get exposed. We may not outright verbally expose you, right? Like a Sagittarius will. But we're going to feel it. We're going to feel it and we're going to know it. And it's going to change how we feel about you, right? But I do feel that this earth sign, this earth energy is envious, right? I mean, they're your opposite. Like, they're envious of you. They want this power that you have, right? They want to be able, like, even this is you even just meditating. Like, all you have to do is just close your eyes and meditate, and you're connected to source. That's it. That's it. right? I would just definitely say take a break from this person. There's some jealousy that this person is experiencing towards you. And you're taking it on as to feel like you failed them, or you're not, or like it's not you, it's them. Like you're a fucking magician. You're the high priestess. This person is showing up as the Five of Swords. Who are they? Who are they? And they may be a wonderful person, right? But I feel like they're actually doing things to sort of, you know, they're doing things to kind of fuck with you emotionally, I feel. Not worth it. What else is going on? Come on, Cancers. We're only like halfway through the reading. We'll find out more information about this queen, though. But I want to pull another card to go right here. To sort of tie everything together. That's too much. I don't want that much. We don't need that much. Okay. Turn around. There are 2 cups behind you. So I feel that, and we'll pull more cards to clarify this 2 of Cups, but I definitely feel that there is a union coming through. And I don't feel that it's going to be with this person. I don't. I feel that you're going to have to let this person go. You're going to have to sleep on this person for a little bit. And who knows, maybe actually the act of taking a rest and taking a break from them makes them realize, like, oh shit, like, I have this awesome Cancer. And here I am, instead of acknowledging the gifts that they have and being happy for them and trying to support them and nurture them in their abilities, in their watery power, in their watery godness, right? Like, I've been here kind of hating on them and trying to, like, you know, sabotage or, you know, be jealous or use it to my own advantage, right? Like, and this happens to, and like, for those of you who are watching who, like, also, you know, identify as intuitives or, you know, have, right, like, connections and are tuned in and tapped in and can be, I guess, called quote unquote psychics, right? Like, that sometimes people find out that you have that ability and then all they want to do is just ask you stupid questions all day and just kind of hold you hostage. Like, you know, they want to put you in, like, a psychic cage and just want to, like, ask you questions and have you pull cards all day. And it's like, I'm not a hamster on a wheel. Like, I have a life. You know, you can pay me $50 an hour, or, like, you can get out of my life, right? Like, that's sort of like, you know, I feel like what happens when you have people that are psychically or intuitively connected is that people consciously and subconsciously try to take advantage of us because they know that what we have to offer, not everybody can offer. Not everybody is tapped into that consciously. And so people want to take advantage of it, right? Like, people want to use it. Let's get clarification on this Queen of Pentacles. Who is this Queen of Pentacles and why is she here? Who the fuck is she? Who is this Queen of Pentacles? It's like she doesn't want to be revealed. Like, okay. Strength, the Hierophant, and the Fool. So we got major arcana sort of clarifying who this person is. They could potentially be a Leo. I also feel like it's somebody who is, like, trying to make themselves to look like they're on some kind of pedestal. What I'm seeing here are a lot of masks. Right? Well, with the Strength card, with the Hierophant and the Fool, I'm seeing, like, disguises. I'm seeing masks. I'm seeing, you know, a person who wants to view themselves as being, like I said before with this card coming up, in relationship to Jupiter, being a lot more than they actually are, right? Like, putting themselves on a pedestal, worshiping themselves in a way that, like, it's actually a construct of your mind and it's made up and it's not real, right? Like most social structures. But then at the same time also wants to present as being like this kind of happy-go-lucky, you know, like, oh, like I'm, super spiritual, and like I pray and I meditate, and like, but they're really rigid on the inside. They're really rigid on the inside, right? It's like this could be somebody who's presenting themselves as like very hippy dippy, kind of like, oh, I'm, so spiritually connected, and I'm this and this and that and yada yada yada, but really they're very rigid inside, and they actually have very normalized or normative ideas about religion. Like they're not as open minded as they're presenting themselves to be. Like this is the mask. This is what's really happening inside. And with the Strength card, I feel like they're trying to kind of strong arm you, right? Like here you are as this lion with your Jupiter in your 5th house, right? Like you've got the lion, you've got Jupiter in your house of creativity and the lion and leadership and power and Leo power, right? Here you are, like, ready to bust out with Jupiter entering into your 5th house in Scorpio, and really, wanting to express yourself creatively, and even to kind of utilize these abilities, this magic that you have, right? As a way to maybe make some money, or as a way to perform or to present yourself. Like you're ready to put yourself out there. And then here comes this person trying to kind of like tame you a little bit and strong arm you and hold you back from doing those things. So I feel like this person really presents themselves as being very open, and like, that's why they were attracted to you. That's why you were attracted to them in the first place, right? Because they seem to be a magical person. They seem to be somebody who was like tuned in, tapped in, turned on, but they're really not. And they're just kind of using you as a mask, as something to hide behind, while they're just trying to use your swords, right? They're trying to take your swords, your ideas, your spiritual connection, your psychic connections, as a way to make themselves feel more like this fool, right? This fool energy, right? Who has unending belief in a higher power, in God, in source, in spirit. So I don't feel that this person is really being honest with who they are. I feel like they're wearing a lot of different masks, and I feel like you're giving those masks a lot more power than they deserve. This person is not, I don't trust them, and neither should you. Let's clarify. The Magician is you. But let's clarify it just for fun, right? Because I also want to clarify this card, potentially this card as well. Let's clarify the Magician for Cancer for October 2017. Because there's something new coming in. Maybe it's a Gemini? I don't know. We'll see. Can you clarify the Magician? Magician clarified by the 6 of Wands. So whatever it is you're trying to manifest, I feel that a lot of you are also really focused on wanting to manifest a soulmate connection, which, by the way, like, your brother, your sister, your sibling, your parents, they're all soulmates. Your closest friends, everybody's a soulmate that you encounter in your life. But I get it. There is this desire to want to sort of manifest a soulmate on a romantic level, on a love level. And I do feel that a lot of you will be victorious in that, right? You will be able to manifest this that you want here. And even on the bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Cups here. So something is going to come to fruition for you all, right? Take back your magic. Take back your magic. Stop letting whoever this person is utilize your magic. Your magic is for you and you only. And if you want to use it to help other people, go ahead and do it. Be discerning about it. But like, you don't have to do shit for everybody, right? Cancer, like, as the nurturer, like, you don't have to nurture everyone. You don't have to feed everybody. You don't have to house and clothe everybody. Like, you don't have to, let people kind of fend for themselves as well, right? Let them earn your magic. They've got to earn your magic. They can't just take it. And because you're a cardinal sign, because you have that dynamism of a cardinal sign, you also have the ability to just, for things to, things happen, right? Yes, work has to be put into it, right? But, things just happen for you. You want something and it comes. But you also have to be mindful that when you're tapped into this energy, you're going to manifest this. So what do you want to manifest, right? Like, what are you trying to bring in, right? You have to, like, eliminate this as much as possible. It's hard. I get it. My moon is in Cancer, as I've said before. It's hard, right? You gotta go with the flow of this. Let's clarify the Two of Cups. Can I get clarification for the Two of Cups, please? Clarification for the Two of Cups. Queen of Wands. That's more like it. Fiery energy, a little bit more confident in themselves. A little bit more confident, a little bit more vibrant, right? And again, we have the Six of Wands with the Queen of Wands. So there is definitely a situation moving through with a fire sign. A fire sign's coming in. And they are lovely, they're warm, they're confident. And I'm reading this really as a Leo. And Leo, if there's anything that I know about Leo, some of my closest friends, my best friend in the whole entire world was a Leo. And if there's anything I can say about her is that she will admire, she will pray. Like, yes, Leos do want a certain level of admiration and praise and attention, but they are willing, it's because they will give it to you tenfold. That is why. Because whatever a Leo receives, they are willing to return it tenfold. That's it. That's basically that in a nutshell, right? So there's definitely a beautiful fire sign coming in, and I do see it being very victorious, and I see you manifesting them. I see them coming through, but you got to sleep on this person first, because this person is wearing a bunch of masks, and they're actually trying to take advantage of your powers. They don't like that you're more powerful than them. So they want to keep you feeling like they're better than you, like they're the Hierophant, like they're showing up as all these majors, and they're really not these majors. They're this minor Five of Swords of all minors, right? I don't know. Yeah, like at least be the Six of Wands. Like if you're gonna show up as a minor, as this person is, right? Like this person is showing up as Six of Wands and the Two of Cups. It's perfect. It's awesome for you all. I'm excited. So let's pull an outcome card for Cancer for October. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. Yep. We're going to have to really look at these pentacles. We're going to have to really look at this Queen of Pentacles right here. We're really going to have to look at and observe. Is what she's got in her hand, is it real? Like, is it real? Is it legit? Like, is she legit? Is she somebody that I can trust? You're really going to have to weigh out the pros and cons. I'm from off the bat, from what I'm seeing here, this person's not worth it. But you're really going to, and I keep saying she because it's a queen, but it could also be a male. It could be a they, them, there. It could be, somebody who's gender fluid, gender queer, doesn't, conform to normative gender ideals either. But you're really going to have to observe, like, who is this person? Who are these pentacles, right? Like, you're observing what it is that she's holding. And I don't really know if it's real or not. So yeah, weigh out your choices. I feel like you've already invested a lot in this person. So I get it. Right, and they're coming up as these really strong energies, and I don't feel like I don't feel that they are these energies. I feel that this is just kind of how you're perceiving them, right? Because your intuition, your energetic psychic power is so strong that I'm actually even picking up on how you're perceiving this person, and you're perceiving them way out of proportion to what they actually are. They are this Five of Swords. That's it. Like, they're a minor arcana. They're not major. So yeah, really observe and look at, like, who is this person? Who is this person? And what do they have to offer me? What are they taking from me? Are they taking from my harvest? Right? Have they earned my magic? Probably not. So that's your reading for October, Cancers, my dear Cancers. I love you all. And if you want a personal reading with me, all of my info is in the box below, my email, website, links, all of that. And again, this is a general reading, so this may not apply to everybody. If not, there are many other cancer readings on the internet that you can check out for free. And I will see you all in November. All right, bye, Cancers. Love you.